Shall we get my next guest out? Yeah. Let's see him before the glitz and glamour of cheese took him away from the humdrum life of rock and roll.
Streets like a jungle, so call the police. I'm following the herd down to Greece. On holiday, loving the 90s. It's paranoid. On sunny beaches, take the chance.
Time ago. Remember, will you please welcome Alex James.
He lives in a house, a very big house in the country. Watching lately repeats of the family in the country. In the country.
Hey Alex, good to see you. Thanks for coming on the show. It's nice to see you. I've always thought Alex was a very handsome man. I've always liked your floppy haircut. It suits you, you've got great hair. Now, listen, what happened? Why did you leave the band, or how did the band split up, and then how did you wind up being a farmer? That's, you know, it seems to me like quite a strange journey you've been on, Alex. Quite a nice one, I'm sure, but quite a peculiar one.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, when I look back and realised that I'd sort of bought a farm on my honeymoon, I thought, wow, that was pretty...
Hold it, so you didn't plan buying a farm?
No, we just kind of, it happened, you know. We saw it and fell in love with it, and we're having it. But I've sort of since realised it's kind of what sort of ageing rock gentlemen do.
Yes, it's a nice thing. You retired to the country. So how many sheep do you have on your farm?
Well, you know what? A journalist asked me that the other day, and I didn't know.
So, well, you must have a rough idea.
Well, no, because it goes up. That's sort of like not knowing how much.
Breed, but you must know roughly how many you've got.
At the moment, about 2,000. We're kind of maxed out because they've all lambed, and the lambs is sort of just about ready to eat now.
That must be lovely. Oh.
Well, if you had one, like, and it was called, you know, Fluffy,
yeah,
it'd be hard to
but
eat
hold on.
it. But
do you eat meat?
I didn't.
You used to be a fervent vegetarian, weren't you?
Not fervent, but sort of...
Okay, we had your former band member, Damon Albarn, on the show here, and he told me that you used to refuse to go into restaurants where they were serving sausages. Right? And then I see you on the cover of a newspaper holding a side of lamb up with two like that, ready to eat it raw. But previously then, your objection to eating meat, was it a moral one? Was it just a kind of, it was a sort of like just being a bit wimpy, or what was it?
Yeah, I think I was just trying to be kind,
right,
and benign and passive, you know. But you know, I guess when you're a farmer, you do have to sort of set the balance of nature. You know,
there's not a lot of vegetarian farmers out there, probably, are there?
I think there are actually. I did meet one actually. You know, they grow vegetables. You know, and they
well, there's a surprise. You know. No, I understand the technique, but I'm saying
I mean, they really, you know, there's a kind of sort of spiritual dimension
really
to it.
Commune with vegetables.
But I'm getting into that spiritual sort of vegetable dimension.
Right.
But I like a few pigs around the place as well.
The pigs are lovely animals.
Very enthusiastic.
But if you have pigs around the house and you like pigs, will you then kill and eat your pigs?
Well, you're supposed to shoot them in the face and eat them, aren't you?
Oh, for f***'s sake. That's upsetting, isn't it?
It's funny, the pig's gone from like being...
No, it's not funny, right? You would shoot a pig in the face?
I know. Well, these two have won me over. Well, the day I got them, I got a text message in capital letters saying, "Do not give them names." From the guy, you know, he won't be able to eat them. So they're called the Empresses.
But that's almost a name, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I was on your farm, would you shoot me in the face and eat me? I bet you would, wouldn't you?
Get off my land.
Have you become... Do you feel like a farmer?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you know, I get up early in the mornings, and that's what farmers do, isn't it? And you know.
Well. And then they work a little bit. Do you do the work as well, or do you just get up early and potter?
I'm a potterer. I love.
You're not really a farmer, are you? You own a farm.
Look, you think I don't get this in Chipping Norton when I go down to the pub? You're not a farmer.
What do you do on the farm?
You're an idiot. You're a ponce.
Do you do day-to-day... Have you pulled a baby cow thing out of a mummy cow? Have you done that yet?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'm
going to get cow. I'm going to get chickens next.
Never mind what you're going to buy. That's a rock star approach.
No.
If you were a farmer, right, A real farmer, you'd be going, oh, blame me, you don't have to speak that way, but you've got to get the, you've got to go and pick the maize. You know, you'd have a job to do every day.
Yeah.
Right? But you're thinking, I'll buy some chickens next.
No, I'm not buying them. They're coming my way. That you have to wait.
What do you mean
chickens
they're coming
come.
your way? This sounds very underhand.
There's a sort of there's chickens. Well, no, you know,
a
it's
black
sort of,
market in chickens.
well,
Well, where'd you get them from?
Jeremy Clarkson's given me some chickens from his.
Why is he giving you chickens?
Well, I don't know. I guess it's sort of like the Cotswold equivalent of a cup of sugar. I think farmers kind of have farming, agriculture does have an image problem, actually. There aren't enough sort of role models. You know, you always see farmers moaning if you sort of go backstage on a farm. They're moaning
that
about
once again,
stuff.
I think that's a rock star
No, listen.
I don't think there is a backstage.
Listen, well,
what, you mean behind the amps near the chicken shed?
in the barns,
Yeah.
you know,
By hospitality.
in the green room. But if you go backstage at Glastonbury, all the rock stars are moaning about their promotion scheges and the number of flights they're having.
Everyone likes a moan.
Everyone likes a moan.
Yes. And do you? Are you happy there? You must be.
Yeah, I mean, it was sort of curiously unsatisfying, actually, being in a rock band, and which does enable you to have kind of everything you want, really.
Well, let me ask, because I'm sure most people, or a lot of people, have had the fantasy of being successful in that field, okay? Because it seems so glamorous, it seems so exciting, and, you know, if you love music, the idea of making it and having people loving you for making it is just about as good as it gets. But to what extent is the fantasy the reality? I mean, how much of that... Because it must be initially when it happens, it must have been great, wasn't it?
You know, when you're 23, it's the best thing in the world. It was absolutely fantastic. You know, writing a book about it made me realise just how much I did love every minute, and it was bloody brilliant.
How exciting, though, to have suddenly had that, and to be that young as well. And yet, how quickly do you get tired of it, or how quickly does it feel repetitive, or what? How does it lose its shine?
I mean, it does get boring after probably about 15 years, I reckon.
So how many years do you think you partied hard for, Alex?
Well, no, I guess. Well, kind of all young people want to party. It's what life's all about.
It's what young people do best.
It's all about finding, you know, how fast does this body go? You know, how late can I stay up? How much more can I drink? How many women can I meet?
And what are the answers?
And dance around.